Hello, and welcome to episode 47 of Friends of the Show. I am Stephen W. Skinner, and this is a podcast where I get to know some of the nicest and funniest people from the internet. They are the Friends of the Show. This week's friend is Amanda Brooke Perrin, at Brooke Perrin on Twitter. A very nice and funny comedian from Canada, now living in LA. We have a great time discussing that LA lifestyle, how she got to where she is, and we have a very nice time answering questions submitted by our listeners. Thank you, listeners. Be sure to follow at FOTS Pod on Twitter and send your questions for a future guest. Now, well, would you look at that? It's Friends of the Show, episode 47, with at Brooke Perrin.
Don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing. You might know that quote from Ron Swanson, a.k.a. the Parks and Rec writers.
Swanson, always a great wisdom from that guy, or the Parks and Rec writers, for that matter.
I just, you have to give credit where credit's due.
And I agree.
He delivered the line flawlessly, but
yeah, we should shout out to Nick Offerman, who played the character. He delivered the lines, but the true brain trust was the writers, right, Amanda?
Yeah, man. I feel like it was a Joe Mandy special, but it could be wrong. Who knows?
Joe Mandy. So was that your favorite P&R writer, or who's your favorite?
Oh, man, there were so many good ones. Like Chelsea Peretti wrote on it. Harris Whittles, obviously. Incredible writer.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the podcast, Amanda Brooke Perrin.
Yes.
All right, so for the listener, she is a very funny and nice comedian and writer from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. She also recently won Best Female Stand-Up in Now Magazine's Best of Toronto Reader's Choice Awards. Currently residing in Los Angeles, California, has a dog named Moo, and is just the best. And I'm so happy to have her on the show this week. Welcome, Amanda at Brooke Perrin.
Steve, thanks for having me. You asked me so long ago, and I was a piece of garbage, and it took a while. So here we are.
Well, here we are. The day is finally here. I think it was great. It built anticipation.
It really, you know what? Everyone was like, when's it going to happen?
That's it.
And that, I mean, both of us were wondering.
There was blog posts about, will she or won't she?
Oh, man, it was a total Ross and Rachel situation.
They're in negotiations. We heard they're in negotiations at an impasse.
It's true.
Who's going
to play the role of, I don't know, Carmen Sandiego? I think that was already announced.
Who did it?
I'm behind the times. Yeah, we did it.
No, who is going to be Carmen Sandiego?
Oh, I can't wait. I could look it up. Carmen Sandiego, actress. Here we go.
All right.
It is Gina Rodriguez.
Oh, Gina Rodriguez.
Do you know what anything she's been in?
Gina Rodriguez. No.
Wait, what the hell? Is it the girl? I'm getting very mixed signals on the internet.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know?
They're showing the girl from Jane the Virgin, and then another actress. Maybe they have the same name.
Gina Rodriguez to play Carmen Sandiego.
Oh yeah, I think it's the girl from Jane the Virgin.
Okay. Yeah, she could do it.
She's cool.
I already didn't know where she was most of the time, so that's a key part of being Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah, how are they going to do that? Like, is she going to be on because the only time Carmen Sandiego was in the cartoon was when she would like glide by she would just be like on a telephone speaker.
Yeah, her main thing is that she's not there.
Yeah, just feeling like, hey players, what are you doing? I don't know. I can't remember what the show was.
It was great though. Everyone's favorite part is obviously the map part at the end. And the heartbreaking when they don't get it, and so satisfying when they get it.
Yeah. Oh, God. Imagine the shame that comes with not finding Carmen Sandiego.
That would haunt you for life.
That would haunt you forever.
So maybe this movie could help bring some closure to some of those players.
I really hope so.
Well, I'm glad now we got the show rolling, so let's learn more about you. Let's do the WTF Mark Maron part. Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? Who are your guys?
Oh, wow. Who are my guys?
Who are your
Do I have
guys? That's the classic Mark Maron question.
Oh, yeah. Who are your guys? Oh, man. What a deeply troubled man. Okay. Yeah, I'm from Calgary, as you mentioned. I lived in Toronto for 5 years. Now I live in Los Angeles somehow. Live in someone else's dream. And I'm sure someone would want to, like, wake up vaguely right and complain about the weather, even though it's really nice.
You complain about the LA weather?
No, I'm actually pretty happy with it. I wore shorts today, and it's April 22nd.
That's great.
I shouldn't have said the date. Never mind. This podcast is
timeless.
Infinite. It's infinite. Yeah. What do you want to know?
So that was a good bullet points.
Okay.
So from Calgary originally. Yeah. And then you started doing comedy in Calgary? You were doing sketch and improv first, or?
Yeah, I did improv at the Loose Moose Theater.
Shout out.
And I started improv in junior high. And then right out of high school, I started working at a comedy club.
Oh, yeah, nice. That's like in, get your foot in the door early.
Yeah. I mean, I was so bad at academics that was my only choice. So I had to really lean in. But I actually didn't start stand-up until I had been working at a comedy club for like a year or two.
Oh, but that's good too, right? Because you kind of got the lay of the land.
Yeah.
Before
I kept sneaking into the club. Like I would work in the box office and then my boss would be so mad because I just sneak out and watch the show, which is probably why.
No, but it's great for business to be like, it's lined up around the block.
It's just one. It's
like
just me.
It's not supposed to be.
Yeah, there's no one here. Yeah, so I've been doing stand up for it'll be 11 years in October.
11 years. Wow! Congratulations, over a decade for sticking with it and killing it. You got
the show last night. You would not say.
But if the listeners want to taste, you do have a comedy album available.
I do.
Link in the notes. Link in the show notes.
Yeah.
AKA Randy is the album.
Yeah. That came out in 2016, and I'm actually proud of it. Yes. Look at me go.
We're all proud of you, and it's great. Everyone, definitely go check it out. Download it on all your platforms.
Please do.
Yes.
And subscribe, comment.
Subscribe.
I just like saying
visit AmandaBrookePerrin.com for all the links for new shows.
Except for there's no shows on it. Anyway, I'm a total human disaster over here. It's cool, guys.
It's cool because you're wearing shorts. Weather's lovely. You're living your best life. Did you get sucked into that LA health lifestyle? I'm so interested in the LA lifestyle that people are living.
The hashtag LA lifestyle. So I just tried. Have you heard of the keto diet?
Yes. Yeah, that's where you change how your body absorbs fats or something.
Yeah, it's essentially low carb, low sugar, but so my mom had been on it for 2 weeks and she's like, I've lost 10 pounds. I'm like, I feel like you're not eating. But I was like, that sounds great. I'm going to try it. And then just immediately didn't even really read the rules. I was just like, all I have to do is not eat bread or rice or beans. And then yesterday I downloaded an app and I put just my breakfast in. And let me tell you what my breakfast was. One little pack of yogurt, a few almonds, and 3 strawberries. And I was 2 grams away from hitting my maximum carbs for the day.
What?
Can you believe that?
Oh.
It was so carb. It was this doesn't make any sense.
Was it the yogurt or the almonds?
It was the yogurt.
The yogurt.
Because it's I guess when they say to eat yogurt, they want you to eat full fat Greek yogurt, but I guess I bought the non-fat yogurt not realizing. I hate when I do that, by the way. I bought non-fat peanut butter one day I wanted to flip the table.
That's where you need the fat. When you have that that peanut butter, you just want that quick fix.
I want that quick fix. So I don't know what I'm doing. So today I just ate a lot of meat and cheese.
So
I've given up.
You are on it or no? You're flexible.
I'm in a weird purgatory where I haven't had a slice of bread in a week, and that's where I'm at.
Okay. But you do love to eat. You love food, specifically cheese, I think. It's going to come up.
If I don't have cheese in a day, it's not a full day.
So
do you have a thing that at the end of the day, you've reached the end of the day, you're like, something's missing. Do you go through that?
Yeah, probably. Maybe like sweet, maybe like a little sugar, something sugary.
Oh, yeah. Like
I've transitioned from cookies to berries, so it's more natural sugars now. Yeah, it's good, but before it was like a sleeve of Fudgios or something. I bought my dog sitter a pack of double stuffed Oreos, which I TBH ate 2 sleeves of before she even got here. So I left it leaving it thinking that she would eat it, and then I got home and she just put them in my freezer. She was like, "You're gonna need these later." Oh, putting in the freezer. They're
haunting me.
That's interesting. In the freezer. Do you eat it frozen?
I haven't tried it because I tried to start this diet right away after I got home.
Right.
But the thing is, I've stopped and started like healthy eating binges so many times that I know myself, and I know if I throw them out now, I'm going to be so pissed one day when I'm like, fuck it, I need Oreos.
Yeah, I'm looking down the barrel of doing like the 12-day Wild Rose detox or something.
Oh, is that like, it's tea? Is that tea?
I don't know. No, I think it's like there's just some things you're supposed to eat more of and things you're supposed to eat less of, and then you take these like drops and pills and like detoxes your toxins.
Oh, I think Christina Walkinshaw did that.
Yeah, so I'm giving it a go. I've never done one of those before, but I guess it's just like mainly changing your diet. Like, don't eat yogurt. I'm like, I thought yogurt was good.
Listen, this diet is like, don't eat apples or oranges. Those have carbs in it. I'm like, yikes. What? Nothing. Okay.
This goes against what you learned in grade 1.
Exactly. My friend Renee has a very smart perspective on it. She's just like, it wouldn't be $1 billion industry if any of these worked. So you might as well just try to eat okay. Yeah. And I usually use these things as just a guideline to help me get healthy living off the ground. And then I know I'll eventually falter, and because nachos exist in the world, and that's unfair.
Well, I guess it's sort of like it's like a graph. Like it's generally trending toward healthy, but there's like little dips and stuff where you can have nachos and delicious pizza.
Dips. Oh man.
Yeah, you gotta have. Yeah, everyone's gotta have nachos and dip and pizza sometimes, but then also sometimes you have to have.
I just saw this thing. I just tweeted about it. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I want to hear about this.
I'm very upset about it. Since it is a tweeter podcast, I get this thing called imperfect produce, which is just
like ugly produce.
Yeah, but it's not even ugly. It's just sometimes it's smaller than some, or it has like a small imperfection. And it's amazing, and it's cheap, and it gets delivered to my door, which is awesome. And it's pretty cheap. But I just got an email from them, and they were like, there was a picture, and it said, "Celebrate spring with pizza." Oh my God. And the pizza, Steve.
Tell me.
It's just it's all produce on top. It's like, there's like, I'm so upset by this. I'm just going to go look at it because I think they used like a pesto as the sauce.
Oh no.
So it's green to start with.
Whoa.
Just right out of the gate, green.
Wrong.
Then I'm looking at it now. It has like 2 large like pieces of basil. It's too much raw baby tomatoes. It looks like there's zucchini. I'm getting so offended looking at it.
Sounds like there's a lot. Is there
it's so
leafy
much.
greens?
It looks like
Is
there's
there like
sticks
kale on there
involved.
or something?
Like someone found it in a garden. and just they were like, it's pizza, but they had a stroke while remembering what pizza was.
Yeah,
it's really upsetting. You got to check it out.
People love pizza and they love getting mad about it too, right? I love that people are so passionate about getting mad, or like so what pizza is or what it isn't.
I mean,
when you go to
it's
different
just
places.
like pizza for me is like a warm blanket. It's comfort food. It's the thing that you eat when you're feeling shitty to make you feel better, and then of course you will feel shitty again afterwards.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful. I don't understand how they could be so rude and pass that off as pizza.
No, and it is the best, and I think the best thing about it is like it's so ubiquitous. So like anywhere you go, basically, you could kind of find a pizza spot. It might not be good, but it'll still be pizza.
Absolutely. Like when I would get, sorry for our sober listeners, drunk. Parents, they're not around.
Guys.
I would eat at Pizza, which is truly the worst form of pizza. Aside
if you've
from that
never been,
vegetable.
I think it's for our Canadian listeners, they would know it, but Americans, it's sort of chain pizza.
It's not. That's being generous, Steve. It's like cardboard, but even then, like cardboard that's been left out a while.
It's all frozen. Everything's been
space.
Frozen. It's all frozen ingredients, kind of thing. But
it's really gross.
But it is on every corner. It's
everywhere.
Yeah, it's all over. So call pizza. Hey.
Hey. That's their slogan. I forgot about that.
Hey. Like
pizza. Hey.
Like, Jim, do you remember to write the pizza jingle? Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Call pizza. Hey.
Yeah. What a glorious chain.
So you have a good pizza spot near you now? That's what was wondering.
Oh, great question. I haven't really. I feel like people look at you like you're an animal if you eat it openly. I've ordered to my apartment a few times from various places. There's some pretty good places. I don't remember their names, though. That's how often I order pizza here.
Well, that's good. But you're going to sort of like a cool niche, like a bistro place.
Yeah.
You're getting it like Ubered or something.
Or straight up Domino's, because I will never knock Domino's.
Domino's, okay. Yeah, we have Domino's. Yeah, if you're in a jam, Domino's is gonna be what it is.
Honestly, I'm a humble gal. I love a dipping sauce. I really need there to be a dipping sauce involved.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since the aforementioned Pizza came out with the creamy garlic dipping sauce, whenever that was, they changed the game for me and forever ruined non-dipping sauce pizza.
Yeah, honestly.
If I'm anywhere and I can't have one with the pizza, I'm just sort of just like, yeah, it's a pizza.
What's the point?
Yeah, just like I'm eating it, but I would love it for it to be twice as fattening.
Yeah, like that's why I keep ranch dressing in my fridge.
That's a good call.
So, and then Domino's, this is crazy. So in the States, Domino's, their garlic dipping sauce is literally just pressed garlic, like oil. It's so gross. How did America fuck it up?
I don't know. They need to talk to Pizza because that is the one thing they get right. Whatever their formula is, the creamy garlic from Pizza, that's the one. That's like the cream of the crop of dipping sauces.
That's the jam. But I will always order like a jalapeno or a habanero cheddar sauce.
Oh, you're into the cheddar game.
Yeah, can you believe it? Me?
Right. No, I believe it. And I think the cheddar across dipping sauce brands is more steady, right? Like it's easier.
Oh, yeah.
It's easier for them to nail the cheddar dipping sauce than the garlic one, because I find that some of the garlics are pretty weak.
Absolutely, I agree. But I think you're right about the garlic at Pizza. I forgot how good that was. I think that's why I ate there way too many times.
It's true. It is good. And they started to sell the dip in the store. Like in our grocery store, they had 3-packs, like big double containers, like a 3-pack of a double container of the dipping sauce.
Did you buy it?
Oh, yeah. We bought it on the regular. And then like a few weeks ago, I went in and the spot where it was, it's not there anymore. And like it's off the shelves. So I don't know if they stopped making it or if just the store stopped selling it, but man, this was some serious news for me.
Honestly, once you find a dip that you like, you can't really stray away from it. I have like a very specific hummus that I like, and only one grocery store here sells it.
Okay, so do you go to that grocery store just for the hummus, or
Typically,
do you like?
Yeah, but there is like a Petco near it, so I go there if I need to get something for Moo.
Shout out!
Sponsored by Petco.
Sponsored by Petco. So now we're segged into the pet segment of the show. You've got a dog.
And their slogan, by the way, is "Buy, buy, buy," which is crazy.
Oh man, the pet stores kind of have that like impulse game down too, right? Like they follow all the same retail rules as everybody else, and then you're in line and you're just like, oh yeah, I need this like coat spray or whatever. Like,
I need this immediately.
I need this
I've
extra
bought
thing.
so many stupid things for her. It's not needed.
No.
She doesn't need all these toys.
Yes. It's the same thing with my dog Griff. Do you ever bring the dog into the store? Have you done that?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, and does they give you treats? Sometimes they
I thought they would. I thought everyone would surround her with treats, and that didn't really ever happen. I guess because there's a bunch of people bringing their pets.
Right. Yeah, I guess if it's very busy, then they don't do it. But that's great. Great to hear about Moo, and all is good on that front. You loving it?
Yeah, man. I love it. I love having something to be responsible for.
It's great. You get that
Change
tail
the
wag. Get that tail wagging, right?
Yeah, it's a reason to go for a walk in the morning, get up, get motivated.
Yeah, go on those hikes. You go on some nice hikes.
I don't want to brag, but yeah, every once in a while I will go.
That's what I'm talking about. That LA lifestyle.
LA life, quinoa, poke, LA Fitness, Sunset Boulevard.
What's the thing? Runyon Canyon. That's it was on the tip of my tongue.
Runyon Canyon, Griffith Park, Fryman Canyon. There's a lot of good ones.
Secret. Very
good.
All right. Okay, well, very good. I think that the listeners kind of have an idea about who you are now. So
should I list more places in LA like Brody Stevens?
Yeah, just keep
La
doing
Cienega,
it.
Fairfax.
Nice. Yes. Okay, so let's get into the tweets.
Yeah.
All right, so talk some Twitter. How long have you been on Twitter? Let's see. March 2009.
Wow, that seems like too much time to be on Twitter.
It's like approaching a decade, a cool 10 years.
Ooh, that's creeps. That's real creeps. I don't love it.
No. So what were you doing in the early days of Twitter? Do you remember how you were first utilizing this platform? Was it a lot of hashtags, some at replies?
I can only imagine. Oh, that's so... Oh, I don't want to know.
Yeah,
I hope you don't. Please don't surprise me.
No, I'm not going to like read one of your old tweets. Oh, we got one of your old tweets here. No,
that's so bad.
Yeah, that's fun. I just love people thinking back to when they first started and what they were doing.
I think it was a lot of like drunk tweets, and then also live tweeting things that I should not have been live tweeting. I definitely live tweeted an awkward date beside me once, and that went on for too long. I think I actually posted a picture of the guy, and then I felt really bad. But I haven't done that in a while.
All right, well, that's good.
It was probably like, I'm eating pizza. Like, that was probably...
Right, it's more like a Facebook status-y kind of thing, yeah. All right, but then it evolved, and now you're very funny. You have a lot of really funny tweets.
Thanks, man.
And we will get into those. So, have you had any fun or weird, memorable interactions on Twitter? What's your most memorable thing that's happened? Oh,
interesting. One time I tweeted Tupac was trending, and this was years ago. And I made the dumbest joke. I think it was like his birthday or something. And I had said something like, Tupac is trending. Damn, that guy's like a cat. And then I think I hashtag 9 lives. And then I got death threats from it.
What?
Yeah, like people, I really remember one tweet specifically. It was someone wished that my parents would die in a car crash. Like it was intense.
That's never good.
Yeah, it was really intense for a tweet about someone being like a cat. Yeah, it was really intense.
Yeah. Well, I guess some fan bases are more rabid than others.
Absolutely.
Right? So
like I just saw on Instagram, I follow Rihanna, obviously, and someone had posted, I miss thin Rihanna or something. And I was like, oh shit, I got to see the comments on this. And it was so many people being like, who are you even? Get the fuck out of here. So much shade being thrown, which I appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to drag them.
Yeah, drag them to hell.
Drag them.
Drag them.
Yeah, so, I mean, drag them. I think that is interesting when people reply with a negative thing, but then, if you have a strong enough, what is it, a navy she has?
Yeah, absolutely.
She has a full navy behind her who will come and drag you in the comments.
It's so confused. Like, why comment negative? I don't know. It's so bizarre to me. I don't
know.
And then I see things like my friends commenting on celebrity Instagram pictures, and it's the greatest. I'm like, oh, I see you. You confront it. You cannot hide.
It's so funny. Yeah, I mean, who do you interact with celebrity-wise? Do you never reply to Shaq or whatever, Like, hey, Shaq.
I really, no, I don't. I think the most is like comedians that I follow and like, it's mostly just joke tweets, I guess. But even then, it still feels weird.
Would you say you're more of an Instagram gal now? Everyone's sort of leaned toward that as the number one social meds.
Yeah, I like using Twitter for like a writing tool, writing exercise. I actually usually try to come up with a tweet before I start writing for the day because it just sort of gets the brain flowing.
That's good. Yeah, it kicks everything off, nice and short, and so you get to practice a little bit of self-editing.
Absolutely.
We used to have to keep it under 140 back in those days.
Remember? That's what we'll tell our grandchildren.
But now it's sort of, write however many you want. Write 280 characters and then put one slash at the bottom and keep going.
Honestly, if you write more than 140 characters still, get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Keep it OG, man.
Yeah. I try to keep it, as you know, super succinct all the time.
Absolutely. You like to, yours are very short and sweet. I really appreciate them.
Incredibly short. You can scroll right by. It's nice and easy.
I never do. I love them. Okay. I appreciate.
Okay, so no weird interactions with celebrities or brand. Okay.
Oh, I tried to get sponsored by Perrier.
Oh, this is interesting. So Perrier, the deliciously carbonated water.
Absolutely. I changed my Facebook profile to Amanda Brooke Perrier and just put a bunch of Perrier bottles next to me.
Okay.
I reached out to them, tweeted at them. A couple of people tweeted at them for me. No response. Gave up. Lost the dream. But maybe one day, you never know.
Perrier, if you're listening, you know what to
Amanda Brooke Perrier. It rolls off the tongue. What are you doing?
Yeah, you'd be great in a campaign. I mean, I don't see the problem here.
I don't either.
All right. Yeah, so we should mention, you're like a spokesperson. You're in commercials. You are an actor.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Yeah. What's your favorite campaign you've done?
Oh, God. Favorite.
Well, maybe I guess you don't think of it like that, but
yeah,
maybe
I don't know. It's really weird.
What's the least what's the most embarrassing one?
I did some weird like tech company one, but it was with a group of people, so it was less embarrassing. Oh no, I remember. I did a Scotch tape web ad, and literally my role was mom body.
Oh no! So it was just like torso?
My body. My face was never in it. They just wanted my sick mom body.
Wow. Well,
really, really, really cool role.
Put it deep on the resume.
Really deep. It didn't even. You know what? It didn't make final cut. Not gonna lie.
Didn't drop off the second page of the resume.
Yeah, especially in LA. Oof,
Oh,
what
yeah,
mom
yeah,
body?
yeah.
It never existed.
You don't want to put mom bod on your description.
Certainly not. I'm just like, oh, this ad I had 16 abs. I make them up because they don't look up stuff for Canada.
Oh, yeah. It's weird with the different licensing, right? So you're doing USA commercials now?
Trying to. I've been going on auditions.
That's obviously the best part of it.
Yes, it's pretty. Man, I did one 2 days ago, and it was just 5 of us lined up, and it was a waste of everyone's time. We just had the guy behind the camera was like, "All right, Jeff, tell us what you were like as a kid." And then Jeff was like, "Oh, that's a great question. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I guess I would really liked soccer, liked eating," and it was just that was the whole audition. Like we didn't have to memorize lines. It was just a bunch of dummies in a line.
Just want to get a feel for who you are.
Yeah, you know what? None of us were great. I disinterested immediately. I would not have hired any of us.
Oh, that's so funny. It's like, so tell us about yourself. Yeah, I gotta go.
You know what? I'm not that great. I'm going to let myself out.
Well, it sounds like a hoot.
A hoot and a half.
Okay, so who would be your dream follow back? So somebody who you follow would be like, oh yeah, it'd be nice. Like a Kim Kardashian or the like, whoever your celebrity.
Oh my God, that's a good question. Well, if Peter Dinklage was on there
we go.
Clearly, he would be number one.
But is he on? He's not on it, right?
He's not on Twitter.
He
doesn't do social media, really.
Man, those guys are so cool.
Oh, it's really, really unfortunate. Who would I? Oh my God, I don't even.
Oh, that's okay. Well, let's skip to the next one. Who would be your ultimate dream follow back? Now, this is any person, real or fictional, living or dead.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Tyrion Lannister, obviously. I bet he would be so funny on Twitter.
Yeah, he would be. I would definitely follow Tyrion.
Absolutely. I don't know what Peter has to offer, but
Game of Thrones guy. So we didn't really touch on it, but we're starting to. You have a bit of a thing for Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Everyone should have a bit of a thing for Peter Dinklage. He's an amazing actor, a thespian of the arts. He's incredible. He's handsome. You know, he's the real deal. So yeah, of course I have a thing for Peter Dinklage. I haven't met him. I was on a radio show once and they called me Dinklage Hunter, which was terrifying because they made me out to sound like I was like traveling around Toronto with a net,
right?
Just trying to capture him. That wasn't true. He was just in town filming a movie and I casually went near where they were filming.
And did you indeed witness firsthand? Did your eyes?
No.
You didn't see him?
No, and so many people kept tweeting to me that they had seen him.
Oh, what a huge
so
disappointment.
Awful. Yeah, so him, I love Tom Hanks. Who would be cool?
Yeah, he'd be a good one. He's just so nice.
He's so lovely.
He likes typewriters.
Exactly. Oh, I guess I'm really into, the reason I started with a Ron Swanson quote is because I'm rewatching Parks and Rec obsessively right now, and I think it's just like the greatest show ever written. I'm quite obsessed with it. So like anyone involved in that show, I would lose my mind if they followed me.
No, yeah, that's a great answer. Yeah, all those writers are amazing. And yes, I agree with that assessment. One of the best shows, maybe the best sitcom of the last recent memory. So good. Like all the characters were so finely tuned, and I don't know. It's just, it is comfort food for me. But I mean,
not
season one, but
season one was bad.
But they've really sorted it out really quick after season one.
I just kind of call that the lost season because when I started rewatching it, I started from season 2 because that's where they found it.
Did you? Because I was like, did she forget about season 1 or did she just like omitting it from her memory?
It's omitted.
Okay, it's omitted because I should mention it that season 1 was not great. I mean, it's so good that it didn't get canceled because imagine, right? Like shows only get like one episode now, and they're so lucky.
It's so insane, but I remember reading an interview with the creators, and it was just like they knew that they had to, like, people fighting against Leslie wasn't fun for anyone to watch. So the once they got that, it was fine.
Right, yeah, it's just like the little mechanics of the show that they just had to tweak.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that they figured it out because it ended up being the best.
Truly
And
the best.
brought
Andy
us
Dwyer
Chris
is one of my
Pratt.
favorite characters.
It brought us Chris Pratt, and now we have him, and he's in Jurassic Park world with Jeff Goldblum. Like,
Can you believe?
Just the best.
And then in like I think it's season 6, he like comes back as like roided out Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And the reason they say is like, it's just like, so 2 lines. It's like, so all you did was cut out beer, and he's like, yeah. It's pretty great.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Shout out to Parks and Rec again. Check it out on DVD now.
On everyone's DVD.
All right, so now we get into your tweets. Everyone should be following at Brooke Perrin on Twitter for the great tweets. And the tweet that you have selected for the show of your own is, it's a quote tweet. And you think you said it's your most popular. And it is, "We didn't ask for this. We just wanted equal pay." But
in regards to
yes.
the Reba McEntire becoming Colonel Sanders situation.
It's a quote tweet of this article saying Reba McEntire is America's first female Colonel Sanders.
We did not need it. No one needed it. Because no one had the urge. We hate it.
Yeah, equal pay first, then maybe Reba McEntire, KFC Colonel.
No one needed it.
So,
I love me some Reba McEntire, but no one needed it.
Yeah, Reba's great, but I think people liked the message behind that.
Certainly, yeah, they did.
All right, great.
But the one I almost sent the one. Steve Skinner has retweeted one of my tweets on and off like 1,000 times, which is very nice. That you go through all of the trouble of unretweeting. Is that a thing?
Yeah. You have to unretweet before you can retweet.
And it's great. You love to keep it in people's timeline, and I appreciate it.
There's a few tweets that whenever it sort of crosses my mind or on some occasion when it comes up, I'll have to go and find it and retweet. And this happens to be one of the tweets. It's become like an inside joke with one of my friends. Like,
That's so nice.
It's a great song. And the tweet is, "Jeans so high, they asking for snacks."
Right?
And I don't know. It's just why it's the funniest, one of the funniest tweets to me personally,
So nice.
and I have a serious connection with it, on an emotional level. Jeans so high, they asking for snacks. So, ASKIN is the key. So thank you very much for birthing that and tweeting it out.
My pleasure. Thank you for appreciating it.
On the eve of July 31st, 2013.
Oh, wow. So long ago.
You put it out there, and it's been in my timeline on and off ever since.
5 years. Wow. I'm honored.
Yeah, so one of the greats, so thank you very much. And an honorable mention for this tweet where you say, "Not sure when it'll be, but looking forward to the day where I don't boil enough pasta for a family of 18.
Yeah.
It happens to us all.
It hasn't stopped happening. I'm happy to report.
Happens to us all.
It doesn't. Like, that's something they should teach you in school, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And actually, I looked it up, and I'm like, that can't be right. It's like a dime size.
I did measure it. I measured it out, and it was like a cup of dry pasta. And I was like, that's nothing. This is nothing.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's like 3 bites.
I did eat it one time, and I was like, oh, they were right. And then I just immediately forgot for the rest of my life.
Yeah, they kind of have a point. It's sort of the thing, with that healthy eating. You just got to watch the portions. Takes care of itself.
So it's so much more boring that way.
Oh, yeah, definitely is. All right, now we get into the picks from others. And this first tweet you have selected is by Sam Montgomery at Sam Montgomery. And this is a podcast of an audio format, but she has selected a picture-based tweet.
It's because I wanted to pick my most recent.
Okay, that's good. She wanted to drive traffic to the show notes. So if you want to see this tweet, go there. And the tweet is, "Want to feel old? This is Haim now. Haim, the band."
And it's just 3 luxuriously long-haired dogs. And it's really cute and so funny. And Sam is just like a true gem on Twitter. I really, really love her. And she's Canadian, so everyone should follow her.
That's what we're talking about. Good shout out, Sam Montgomery. Everyone should go check her out at Sam Montgomery on Twitter.
Hell yeah.
And that's a great one. And yeah, those dogs are cute.
They're so cute.
And it's because of this like straight long hair. Is that the thing? They kind of
Yeah.
I like Haim. The Wire, right?
I think one time Sam tweeted, "Happy birthday, Kurt Cobain," and it was a picture of Taylor Swift, which was the funniest thing to me. Like, really? And she got so many angry replies from people.
Yeah. Love that.
So funny.
Well, great pick. All right, and your second pick here is by popular tweeter Thomas Violence at Thomas_Violence. So it's 3 people talking, and boy, I hate being poor. And Grandpa says, "We're going to Fun Factory." And then Mr. Chocolate says, "Hello, naughty children, it's murder time." Classic tweet. Totally makes sense.
Very fun. Very fun. It was, I don't even follow this person.
But you just saw it, and no, I think I follow them for a bit, but it's a lot to take in, right? It's a lot of weird stuff.
I don't like, I'm just scrolling through right now. I mean, yeah, sure.
But I don't know, I like the the visual of a guy named Mr. Chocolate.
Yeah. Mr. Chocolate's hilarious. Real good.
Real good. All right, well, we can give that person a shout out at Thomas_Violence. Go check him out. Who's that guy in the picture, though? That's that great actor. His name always escapes me.
Which guy?
It's the...
it's like, I don't know his name.
It's the guy from...
Is that Mr. Chocolate himself?
Yeah, Mr. Chocolate. Don't worry, I'll have the name. Michael Stolbarg.
What was he in?
A Serious Man.
Oh, yes.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's great in everything.
I love obscure actors that show up in everything, but I never remember their names. That's like a level of success I would like to be.
Oh yeah, just like a character actor. Everyone's like, "Oh, I know her from."
Yeah.
What I know her from?
Like Judy Greer. I feel like no one knows who Judy Greer is, but she's the best friend in every movie.
Yeah, she's always the rom-com best friend.
Yeah, exactly. That to me would be a sweet living, man.
Heck, that would be sweet. Alrighty, well, now let's get into the questions from Twitter. So, thank you to everyone who has sent in the questions at FOTS Pod on Twitter. And the first question comes to us from Michael at home_halfway. And he asked, "Amanda, will you come do shows in Chicago sometime? I've wanted to come out and support for years." Well, that is very nice, Michael.
That's very nice. Also, great tweeter. Speaking of which.
Great tweeter. Friend of the show. Sweet. Check out his episode.
So good. And he's so kind with his retweets. Yeah, I want to go to Chicago. Sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where to do comedy there. I did one show there on driving from Toronto to Los Angeles at the Laugh Factory. And it was a nice time. I'd love to go back.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks for the question, Michael.
Thanks, Michael. Great tweeter. Yeah, definitely check him out. A lot of hilarious tweets. All right, so the next question comes to us from our normal question asker and anagram guy, Thomas Brendel at the Solemn Bard. And he has anagrammed your name into Paranoid Boner Maker.
Oh, man, I love that.
So his question then related to that is, do you have any particularly memorable interactions with sketchy dudes online?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm a woman, so yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, we've talked about it before, and it kind of sucks. So let us know what happened.
It's always so weird. Yeah. Oh, currently, so I was on a lovely podcast named Stop Podcasting Yourself recently, and and I jokingly gave out my email and told single men to email me, but I wanted a quote of the Raven style. And a lot of them were so sweet and lovely and funny. And then a couple of them added me to Facebook and won't stop messaging me. And it's completely harmless. And I'm going through that, won't I delete them from my list? I don't want to be rude, though. It's just constant.
And that is the ultimate, that's the question, right? Like, what is the level of being rude, I guess, or
exactly. And that's just how we've been trained to think, because of the patriarchy, etc. And it wouldn't be rude at all. It would be fine. But I'm also a stand-up comedian, so I'm like, please like me.
Mm-hmm.
Please,
that is part of it. Yeah, so that need for approval.
That sweet need. Please
approval.
Release me from my hell.
So nice messages are nice, but constant messages that are not replied to
are every day. I love adding, because I add a lot of people to Facebook, and usually it's like, hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for adding me. And I appreciate that. A message here and there is great. But once every couple days, a bit much. A bit much, sir.
A bit much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go outside for a moment.
Just a hot moment.
All right.
Cold moment.
Yeah, so it happens all the time, continues to happen, gonna continue to happen, unfortunately. So, guys, if you're listening and you're doing that, maybe do it a little bit less, and
or don't do it at all.
Yeah, working our way down to that.
Let's just go. Let's go do
okay, so if you're doing it,
yeah,
just don't do it anymore.
Just stop.
So, thank you very much, Thomas, for your great question. And the next question comes to us from friend of the show, Janelle Dennis, at Janelle Dennis, one of the best. And everyone go check out her episode of the show. And her question for Amanda is, Sophie's choice, cheese or Peter Dinklage?
Oh, my God.
Bum, bum, bum.
One time someone sent me a link of a Peter Dinklage made out of cheese. And it was truly like the greatest day of my life.
You immediately melted.
Yeah, it was incredible. Okay, well, I've never met Peter Dinklage. He could turn out to be like a monster. As we've seen this last year, a lot of our heroes being outed as monsters.
Yeah. Don't meet him, folks.
Don't meet him. So you know what? I love Peter Dinklage, but cheese is my ride or die.
Cheese.
Yeah, man. Fries over guys. Food's over dudes.
Yeah. Is there one that rhymes with cheese? Cheese over.
Oh, I got it. Cheese over peens? No, that's pretty.
Yeah, sure.
Cheese over. Oh, yeah. Cheese over D's, obviously.
There you go. We got it. Just had to push you for a second.
We arrived.
Figured it out.
I love rhyming.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. That was a great question because obviously your two favorites, you had to choose. Like, that's a great would you rather. Thank you so much to Janelle. And she was great. She had a great episode. It was really funny. So check her out if you see her in your area.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Unless she doesn't want it.
Unless she doesn't want to, yeah.
Unless you... No, Janelle's awesome. Everyone follow her.
Yeah, make sure to ask before going.
Ask her consent to follow. Actually, just do it. Twitter has no rules.
Yeah, that's like a good thing and a bad thing. You know, pros and cons about Twitter. It is kind of still like a Wild West.
It's all willy-nilly.
It's a little willy. It's a lot of willy. It's nilly.
I wish it were nilly on the willy.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a couple of writing questions from this one that comes from Andrew's Not Funny, and he asks, all quotes, how is your body entirely made up of cheese? So continuing the cheese theme.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the amount of cheese over time has got into my veins and my bloodstream, and I'm just cheese at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So much cheese.
Or what you eat kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm absolutely that.
Right.
Oh man, that made me want cheese. The addiction is real. It's very real.
I should have put a trigger warning.
Oh, I got the cheese sweats. thinking about it.
Well, thank you very much. Andrew's not funny. And this next question comes to us from friend of the show, Jeff De Silva. Jeff De Silva. Shout out, fellow Calgarian.
I love De Silva.
And the first question that he asked is Calgary related. He says, just wondering why you never visited any of the Thread in Calgary when you were here for a 12-hour stopover on Monday.
Yeah, I know. It was a huge bummer. The Thread is a group of high school friends that we've been in a Facebook group message for, I honest to God think it's close to 10 years.
Oh,
like,
my
I don't know
God.
how long this has been going on.
Wow.
It's so long. I don't even know if Facebook would be able to tell us how
Like if
long.
you scroll back, like you can't.
I just wouldn't. I've
just
had
like
to mute it a few times. Don't tell me. It's so much. Yeah, but to answer your question, Jeff, I was offended that my Thread friends weren't there to greet me at the airport. Would have welcomed that with open arms. Did not happen. So maybe rethink your life choices and don't have children so that they take up all your time.
Shout out to Jeff and the fam. Just the cutest.
Love them.
Love them. Check him out sometimes on breakfast television.
Yeah, he's a superstar in Calgary.
Yeah, he's the best. All right. And he has another question. Have you, quote, gone Hollywood on us?
I'm assuming that was attached to the last question. I'm so Hollywood. I'm so keto. I'm so La Brea improv. I'm so the Magic Castle. I'm so...
You're already taking pictures with Elmo in front of the Chinese theater.
Oh, man. Listen, if I could, I would. I'm not going to lie. I saw Jeffrey Dean Morgan go through a stoplight, and I wanted to pass away.
Negan himself.
It was incredible.
Wow.
It was very cool.
So I guess...
so to answer your question, yeah.
Yeah,
I have
it sounds like
Hollywood,
it.
Only because of proximity, though. If you were to see me walking down the street, you'd be like, hey, who's that woman riddled with insecurity? So, yeah, I guess if that's your definition, totally. I'm so Hollywood.
All right, well, sounds like it.
It's not.
All right, well, thank you, Jeff, for those great questions. And the next question comes to us from Calgarian Twitter user Cold Fries.
Cold fries.
Cold Fries, and Avery asks, have you seen any A-listers at the Hollywood dog parks you frequent with Moo?
Oh, my God. I just talked about this.
Great question.
It was the guy who plays the Punisher on Netflix, on the Netflix series.
Oh, yeah.
Punisher.
And he was also on Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It was
I only see
Shane.
Walking Dead people.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then because he had a puppy, and I didn't realize who the owner was. He was in, like, army fatigue, and I was like, oh, my God, so cute. How old is... And then I looked up and saw who it was, and I was like, oh, no. This is the worst. Yeah. I don't want to talk to you. But he was very nice and very handsome and too muscular. I mean, good muscular. Not too muscular, perfect muscular.
But that's kind of like part of the job, right?
Ugh, I guess.
Unfortunately.
He has to punish people with his muscles.
That's right. He sure does. That would be John Bernthal for those.
What is this? What's the Punisher's deal? What's his, like, superpower?
I think, like, something with his family. Like, they killed his family.
Wait, what?
It's something. It's one of the sad ones. One of those ones where they killed his family. Actually, I never really got into it, so we're asking the wrong guy.
Don't worry, I have a paragraph here.
Okay, tell us.
After exacting revenge on the people responsible for the deaths of his wife and children, Frank Castle uncovers a conspiracy that runs deeper than New York's criminal underworld. Now known as the Punisher, he must dig deep into conspiracy to discover the truth that injustices that affect more than just him and his family. Okay, what does he do, though?
He's like a vigilante.
He's a private military... Wait, he fights crime in a military corporation?
Makes sense. It's like Blackwater.
That sounds awful. Is it good? Right into us. Is it good?
Yeah. Listeners, let us know. And John Bernthal, if you're listening, say hi to your dog.
And me. So it has a Oh, it has an 8.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
So it's a Netflix, one of those Netflix shows.
I mean, I guess I gravitate towards people with cool powers. It doesn't seem like he has a lot. I'm just looking up what his powers are.
Of what Punisher's powers are?
Yeah, I need to know.
Well, what are they?
What are they? Okay, here we go. Oh, skills, weapons, and abilities. Okay. Military training, boring. Disguise. Wait. In his mission. Disguise, acting, use of non-military weapons. Oh, that's just him in regular world. Punisher is proficient in not only basic infantry skills, but in special operations, which includes the use of maintenance of specialized firearms and explosive ordnance.
The maintenance? So he can take apart the guns and put he's just like a soldier. He's a good soldier.
This sucks. Yeah, okay. He's been trained in forms of martial arts. Ooh. This sucks so bad. Yeah, he's just a regular person.
He's human. And he's depressed because of all the murder.
So much murder. He's Batman, but shitty.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even have money.
Yeah, what the hell? This is possibly the worst character. I mean, Aquaman is bad too, right?
Aquaman gets a bad rap, and deservedly so. It's not good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that guy. Jason Momoa played Aquaman. Who's your favorite superhero?
I guess I really like Dark Knight Rises Batman. Or whatever.
That's a good one.
Dark Knight series.
Sure.
Batman. But Chris Pratt in Galaxy, right? He's great.
Right? I mean, those movies are fun.
Chris Pratt is so good, and the movies are fun.
My favorite superhero is Groot.
That is... maybe that supersedes everybody.
I mean, Groot is amazing, but
Baby Groot...
Batman's a good choice. Because... It's so weird that Batman can be our favorite, doesn't really have any superpowers, he just has a lot of gadgets. And then the Punisher, same
deal.
A piece of shit.
When no one cares.
It's a piece of garbage.
Yeah, how many iterations of you have there been, Punisher? Not that many.
None. Because you're garbage. Yeah. Because the world already has too many military people. No offense to people in the military. Highest respects.
Thank you for your service.
Just don't want to watch it on television.
Yeah. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. God bless America. Please don't kick me out. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, what a nice place to start winding it up and wrapping it down. Then why the Punisher sucks. Catch us next week talking more about why the Punisher is the worst.
Honestly, maybe change your podcast to that.
Yeah.
Not Friends of the Punisher.
Yeah. That would be Enemies of the Punisher.
Enemies of the Punisher.
So, you have a podcast. You had an old podcast.
I did.
We're doing it. I love that one. I listened to all of the episodes. You did it with Julia Hladkowicz.
I did. So that's over, but we had a great time.
R.I.P.
I'm starting up a new one. I haven't told many people about it.
It's okay. We don't have to. You don't have to announce it now, but go and check out. I'm sure all the updates on your social medias.
Please do.
Then check it out. New podcast. It's great because you're already listening to podcasts. What's one more? Throw it in the feed.
One more. I can tell you, it's going to be awkward.
Oh, keyword. And also, you want to say, check out Awkward Girl Dates.
Yeah, speaking of awkward, I have a new, a short web series coming to CBC Comedy in June, in which I go on 3 dates with 3 men, and awkwardness ensues.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You love swimming around in Awkward Town.
I don't stray from it, I'll tell you that much, and it is not by choice.
But it will be great, so everyone go check that out at CBC Comedy. And sweet. So thank you very much. You made it through all the way to the end of the podcast, which this is. So thank you very much again for taking the time out of your busy LA schedule,
Oh my God.
Between
my pleasure.
All your walks, your morning walks and your evening walks.
So many walks. I just walk. I'm going to walk into the sea one day. Don't worry.
I'm jealous of all the walks. So again, thank you very much. And now if there's nothing else, I will play the theme and we'll say our goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thanks, guys.
And catch you online.
Do you just get awkward for the rest of the show?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode with Amanda. So fun! You can find her on Twitter at Brooke Perrin and visit amandabrookeperrin.com for all your ABP needs. Now be sure to follow at FOTS Pod and send a question for future guests. It's everyone's favorite part of the show. Be sure to check out at Skinner Steven on Twitter, because that's me. Also, please visit www.stevenwskinner.com for all the old episodes. Be sure to subscribe and leave a rating and review. Now, thank you to Ruby Coast for the music, and thanks to Kyle I. Davidson for the theme. And thank you so very much for listening. I am Stephen W. Skinner, and have a great one.